The Mayflash F500 V2 is a universal arcade stick and one of the quote-unquote cheaper good arcade sticks you can buy. What I mean with that is its younger brother, the F300, is deemed usually a bit too small, otherwise good, but a bit too fiddly. So usually people either get the Quamba drone or the Mayflash F500 for, their first good real experience with an arcade stick. And usually people say don't go for a cheaper one than those, because that usually means it's quite crap. But it is still $80. Is it worth at that price? Let's start with the looks and feel. Now, the box itself is made of plastic and metal and does have actually a pretty premium feel. The stick and buttons now are not Sanwa, as you can immediately realize, but you may, easily replace them down the line. But honestly, they feel fine. Nothing out of the ordinary. Honestly, a bit too mushy for my liking, and I will personally probably change the buttons down the line. And hey, if you don't like the look, it's a very simple process to change the artwork. In fact, the whole customization of this is really good. You want to change the gate? Boom, it comes in the box. Buttons, easy to change. Or, it's just a few screws and you're done. Like I mentioned, it comes with an octagonal gate. As I personally want that, it was a nice surprise. It didn't actually say in the box it was coming. So, if you don't know, let me oversimplify it for you. The square gate, usually better for old arcade games, think Pac-Man and whatnot. And the 8 gate is nicer if you play your Street Fighters and whatnot. Though, of course, this is all personal preference. Now, it being a universal fight stick is its best and worst quality. It will work literally with anything. Put it on your PS4, works. Xbox, works. PC, works. It's great. But that's where the catch comes in. You have to connect your controller to it. For example, here, putting in the PS4 controller to the system itself, and then putting the arcades into the PS4. It is finicky, but it works. In the old models, the USB port was down facing you, but thankfully in this version 2, they have changed it and put it in a much more reasonable place, so it doesn't get in the way at least. But that still does mean if you want to go to a tournament or something, you will have to take your controller with you. And that's honestly one extra hurdle to jump over. Definitely not a deal breaker, but it is something you should think about before buying it. Another potential problem here is, will it work on the PS5? It's already out, even though no one has it yet. But eventually you will probably have one, maybe, hopefully. And here it looks like it will work on PS4 games, playing on the PS4 controller. But as there is no real fighting games yet on the PS5, it's hard to say, people haven't really tried it out yet. But if you want to be completely sure, you probably should get a Sony officially licensed product instead. Maybe the Hori Rap 4. It's a bit much, it costs like $50 more, but it's officially licensed, and Sony already told everyone officially licensed products will work on the PS5. So if you're afraid of your stick not working on the PS5, you should probably put some extra money on the table. All that being said, I still do recommend the Mayflash F500. It's a great arcade stick for a beginner/casual. Hey, if you're super hardcore going to the tournaments, you should probably get something that is not as cumbersome, and the buttons, they are still not great. You should probably at least change them to Sanwas. But still, all the positives heavily outweigh all that, because the price is very reasonable. It works with everything, it's easy to mod, and everyone in the fighting game community loves a good artwork on your stick. It even has a headphone jack. And even that isn't a guarantee. By the way, if you're interested in a video about changing the artwork for this thing, I will probably upload it here soon, so subscribe! Hey, and if you like other fighting game videos, my channel has multiple of those, so maybe go check them out.